Alright, so this is Armorhide of the Combaticons box set, which is the RUINATION set, which is the Baldigus set. And I don't have to say any more beyond that, but I'm just going to call it RUINATION. That's the way it lies in my childhood. Yeah, so RUINATION, it is. So, he's a tank. He's always been a tank. He looks good in his desert camo. I prefer it over the mucky looking greenish brownish color going on here for this tank, but by side-by-side comparisons between these two, here's the Hasbro, here is the Takara Tomy one, and they both look good, to tell you the truth. Color scheme aside, I think the detail on these is pretty spiffy. I like the Allspark blue going on here for like front lights to the tank. That's pretty nice. Here's the Decepticon symbol right there. There's one on the side here. I really wish the Combaticons from the RUINATION box set was actually the same way, but nope. Instead we get that upside down Antichrist style G2 Autobot logo right there, which was a common thing for car robots, but you know, again, this is robots in disguise, which, you know, not much to say beyond that. Like all rolling things, he rolls pretty good. So, doesn't seem to be any friction whatsoever. Nothing that's hindering the movement. Pretty nice. One little gripe that I've got against this little tank, which is the same common problem with the Hasbro release, is that it does not rotate. So, the feature of a tank, the main purpose of a tank, is not present at all. But you do get some up and down movement with the barrel of the gun, so there you got that. And not much else to really say about him, so let's put him down for a moment, take a look at the only accessory he really comes with, which is his left foot for combining into RUINATION or Baldigus, whichever one, you know, your preference. I'm gonna continue to call him RUINATION. So let's go ahead and bring in one more size comparison. So here is the original, well, somewhat, you know, this is the Transformers Universe repaint that came out in 2003, 2004 in desert camo. So Armorhide looks pretty much one and the same, just difference in the style, the way it goes, but as it stands, he's probably the most accurate to his original toy form as they come for this set. But hey, there's not much you can do with a tank anyway. So let's go ahead and transform this guy and see what he's all about in his robot mode. Alright, so here's Armorhide in his robot mode, and just like Robar, he's pretty impressive, to tell you the truth. Very bulky, very muscular in a way. He should be, since he is a tank. He's supposed to be like, you know, a tank in physique. He definitely has the color scheme from his Robots in Disguise counterpart, which is very nice. Articulation on him is pretty good with a swivel joint at the head. We do have universal shoulder joints, which does get a fair range of play, even though it does have some hindrance here and there. We do have an upper elbow. Well, actually, it's not a ball joint, so never mind. We do get all the range of play we still want out of this, especially a 90 degrees play there. We do have waist rotation. We do have some pretty good universal leg joints with this much forward, back. And of course, you can get your JCVD on. There's that. We do have 5 swivel cut. We got single jointed knees, which gets 90 degrees. So there's that. And the last portion of articulation due to transformation is a hinge joint up and down movement at the feet. And then, of course, there's a very nice ankle rocker pivot that only Hasbro seems to know to do right. So there you got that. And by Hasbro, I mean also Takara, even though this is actually an original mold by Hasbro. Takara just copied and pasted and changed the color scheme, and that's basically what we got here. Let's go ahead and give him his, oh boy, yeah, his one weapon that he does have, this small little plasma rifle, I guess, so we can go ahead and just pick that into his hands. So unlike any of the other Combaticons from this set, he only has one blaster, and that's basically it. There's Mega Octane, there's Robar, Movor, Rotor, all of them, they come with 2 weapons and he only has 1. How sad. But anyway, let's do some side-by-side comparisons with, of course, the Combiner Wars counterpart. So here he is. And, you know, this is where I'm going to have to side with Hasbro here on the color scheme. I get it. I get what they were going with here. But I kind of like the difference between the 2 colors here. I mean, I was nitpicking about the green color for this figure here, but really it matches perfectly with the gunmetal gray, the very dark gray, the very light gray, and of course the red and the blue and the silver. It all just works for the character. And here, well, you know, it works, but it's just not as, I don't know what to really say. I'm going to say vibrant. Yeah, there you got that. And then, of course, let's bring in the original. So here he is. There's Armorhide in his dinky little robot mode. It was the time. It was not the best transformation. You really cannot flip this back. So this is always going to be sticking up. But what you can do, which I just realized not that long ago, actually, is that you can actually unclip it from where it's actually located. Just got to really get in there and be very careful about it. Try not to break it or cause any stress marks. Fortunately, I didn't do that, but as you can see, there's actually a little handle piece here that will properly fit the holes in the hands. So yeah, I guess you could say that Armorhide actually has 2 weapons. So yeah, all the Combaticons get 2 weapons. Yay! It's a very nice set. So that's going to do it for this video review. If you have any questions or comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of this video. And until the next video review of the Combaticons box set, which is RUINATION, it's your King Redis Power signing off and saying thank you very much for watching.